Nyla. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. In today's video, I am going to be organizing my refrigerator. In my previous video, not the last one, but the one before that, I actually did a declutter of my refrigerator. It was filled with a bunch of just things that were expired, things, you know, just refrigerator stuff that had no business being in there. My goal is to have a very clean, minimalistic, very organized space. And the logic behind this is not just to have something that's like aesthetically pleasing. I know everybody's seen, you know, the refrigerator organization videos where people are just making the refrigerators look really nice. But the actual idea is to, one, minimize food waste. America is one of the biggest wasters of food, and I've always hated the idea of wasting food. Growing up, we always had that whole idea where, oh yeah, you have to finish what's on your plate, which, you know, I no longer agree with. I do believe in minimizing food waste. It's great not only for the environment, but it's also great for ourselves. I know a lot of the time people have they glorify these refrigerators that are just full with all these different, you know, food items, things that typically go bad, because if you're buying like fresh produce or you're buying things that are quote unquote healthy that you can store in the refrigerator, 9 times out of 10, if you are buying this stuff in bulk and sticking it in your refrigerator, it's going to go bad and then you end up wasting it. I want to get out of the idea that I have to have a refrigerator that's just stocked with a bunch of stuff. I absolutely don't mind grocery shopping once a week. I really want to get into the habit of actually just ordering my groceries online, because it's much more convenient that way as opposed to spending hours dragging around the grocery store trying to figure out what exactly or where everything is. That being said, the way that I want to organize my refrigerator today is more of a minimalistic type of style. So in order to do that, the items that I have, I'm hoping will actually help me to achieve that. The items that I have are for the basic items that I do keep in my refrigerator now. As you can see, it's actually not many items here. And then I actually want to see if there is something that I need additionally in order to make the system work. I'm all about refining systems, taking out things that don't work, adding in things that could potentially help that system to work better, because once you have a very nice, free-flowing system that works extremely well, it really helps, well, for me anyway, it's really helpful to create systems that work around my entire space, so everything is kind of coordinating with each other. So slowly but surely I'm getting my systems together, getting them in place, and making sure I have systems that work for me. So let me show you what I got. And by the way, I don't know if I look a hot mess right now. I try to record these videos when I have time, and a lot of the time that's when the baby's sleeping and I'm just rushing onto the camera in whatever fashion that I'm currently in. I try to throw my hair up or something, but this is nothing new. If you've seen some of my other videos, I always look a hot mess, but that's alright. So anyway, moving on. Here's what we got. I got this turntable. I've actually seen people use this in their refrigerators, and I think it'll be really helpful. I ordered this online and it's much bigger than I thought it was going to be, but I was like, hey, why not get I swear I got the 10-inch one and this is 15-inch, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. It does have like this little non-slip grippy thing in here, which I really like, and it just turns in the refrigerator like that. I don't know if you can see it turning. And that is from Target. Also from Target, I got this juice container. It contains up to 64 ounces, but this is actually for my oat milk. I use oat milk like every single day. That's the main thing that I put into my coffee. I also just bought some cereal, which I'll be using the oat milk for, and yeah, so this contains 64 ounces. So I definitely wanted to have like a glass canister that I can use. It's really nice because it does also have like this lid on here. I was actually exploring the idea of getting some reusable labels that I could like rub off and maybe put the expiration date on. As I start to organize things a little more, that idea just kind of came to me, and that way I can know when I do put things in these jars like this that it hasn't expired. However, if I'm doing things the way that I want to do things, I'm using an ingredient or products in a timely manner before it expires, and I'm not keeping just a bunch of junk in the fridge. So oat milk definitely doesn't last around here, but yeah, that's just an idea that I had. Once again, also from Target. Oh, from Amazon. I found these reusable silicone storage bags. So I was thinking for like any types of like meats, fish, or anything like that, I can store them in these, and I can use that in the freezer, or I can use that in the refrigerator for like leftovers or anything like that. But I love the fact that it's reusable. Once again, better for the environment. And the bags are actually much bigger than I thought that they would be. When I looked at them online, I didn't really check the size. And they come with, let me see how many are here. There's quite a few in here actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 of them. So I think this is plenty of storage for extra food, or I don't know, I guess I'll see what I'll use this for. I could potentially put more produce in here, but my idea was mainly for the freezer. I also want to get into the habit of like making smoothies, so I'm hoping that I can use it for that as well. Also from Amazon are these liners. They do also have like this sort of non-slip grip on them, so I'm going to use that to line the refrigerators. It also wipes clean, but I was thinking that it would help me to place items a little bit better in the refrigerator. And if there's any spills or any type of sticky messes or anything, you can always take these out and clean them up. There's also like the wire, I have the wire racks in the refrigerator, so I was thinking to help this be a little bit more stable, but actually this is a little more flimsy. I was thinking that it would be like a hard plastic that I would just put down, but I don't know. I'm open to trying anything. I'll see if this works. Egg container. We buy eggs like every week, so, which I'm sure most people do. This is actually much bigger, and it holds many more eggs than we probably do use within like a week or two. However, this was actually less expensive than some of the other egg containers that I saw, so I decided to get this one. I'll see exactly how this works and if maybe I can potentially hold some. I know it specifically has like the egg holes in it, but I'll see if I can potentially hold something else in here. I do like that it has like these little grooves here on the bottom, so that if you're putting it in your refrigerator, this can actually sit on the wire racks of the refrigerator. So if you're just sliding that in, it'll make it a little it'll make it a little bit more stable. Ooh, how nice. They all fit within the biggest one. That's the type of organization that I'm looking for. So I found these produce containers also on Amazon. I like the fact that it does come with lids. My main draw was that I wanted to have something specifically for the produce that would help for it to last a little bit longer. So it does come with these little inserts in here, which are meant for the produce to, like if you've ever had like some type of salads or something like that and they wilt quickly, it's usually because of the water. It wilted. So this is supposed to help with it not just sitting in water. You can also use this to like drain the produce. You can sit it up like that and just run the water over it and let the water fall down. It also has this little thing in the bottom here that you can use to drain the water out. There's like a little plug here. So I'm hoping to use this for some of the produce that I do have. And I also have some other smaller containers. But another thing that you can do when you do have like salads or like leafy greens or something like that is after you're done washing it, wrap it in paper towel and then store it. That will help to absorb the water and to collect the water. That way it's not going to wilt as quickly. So that's just my little tip for that. Someone told me that tip and I found it helpful, so I thought I'd share. The next thing that I got are these can containers. We typically don't really have any type of other beverages in the house besides water and sparkling water. So we typically do like the bubbly, or we do the LaCroix, or really just any brand of sparkling water. Chris has been trying to kick the soda habit, which I'm not sure how successful he's been with that. I don't really drink soda anymore. I might have soda like here and there, maybe during like a cookout or something like that. So mostly I'm drinking sparkling water when I'm not drinking regular water. Breastfeeding, I have to drink a ton of water. I get so dried out, my skin gets dry, I'm constantly thirsty, so I'm mostly just drinking water. I really don't have a lot of time for other types of drinks. I may have some other types of drinks here and there, if that's maybe like, I don't know, like there's this drink that I like that it's like lemon and it's got ACV and some cayenne in there too, but it's like mostly water. So sometimes I do drink that, but that's usually like it'll be in the refrigerator for one day because I'll grab it and then I'm like taking it to work. So mostly water, and I drink that at room temp. Some people like their water cold, some people like their water room temp. Cold water is too cold for my teeth. Chris drinks it cold, but I'm not a big cold water person. When I was pregnant, now that was a different story. I was also iron deficient, so I was eating ice chips like crazy, and I was also pregnant through the summer, so anything like icy cold I love. So that's definitely not the case anymore. I've gone back to my usual room temp girl self. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Here, so this is the canister. I'm sure you've also seen this before. Yeah, so your can's just sitting here sideways. It's kind of has like this little loop going down right here so that you can just pull the can out. But I thought these were cool. It comes with 4 of them. I don't think we'll need that many, but you never know. So actually, if I use like maybe 1 or 2 of these, then the other 2 I can probably put in the pantry to store other cans or maybe other items. So these will definitely go to use. And that is everything that I got. So right now I'm going to finish taking off all the rest of the packaging, and then I'm going to wash all of these, and then I'm going to get started on organizing the fridge. So let's see how that goes.